你们外国人不行，
你们外国人不行。Yep, it's that time of year again, tea season. And what better place to be than Hangzhou? Hangzhou is a city of over 10 million, so you probably wouldn't expect to find places like this amidst all that. But actually, this scenic little paradise is literally right on the edge of this massive city, insulated from the noise and chaos by a few layers of mountains, tea fields, and waterways. Today, I'm joining my colleague and two of our friends for a cozy little afternoon with Grandpa Dai, who runs a tea house up here.
他们外国的话是像不会吃这个茶的，他们就是不冷着水吃。我知道的，
就像我刚才。
Grandpa Dai has encountered quite a few foreign tourists over the years, and he has a lot of thoughts to share with us today.
还有吃这个东西，他们不会吃。我们看一个人说着，他们怎么吃？
我感觉吃这个东西太累了，就是要付出很多，为了一丢丢的回报，我感觉不值得。
花了很大的劲，吃了一点点。
对呀，就是
要这个味道。
这个东西吃起来太辛苦了，但是中国人好像很享受这个过程，是不是？
对，享受这个劳动的过程。你看我们中国人都很勤劳，对吧？我们
吃东西都喜欢。
我们中国人，我们中国人的筷子，这个筷子很好的，
是
筷子这个练手对这个人身体都有好处。我们中国人的茶，你们外国人不行，
我也不，
我们这个老祖宗
外国人不行。
我们老祖宗发明的东西都对人身体有好处的。你看，哎，他们英国搞个鸦片，
啥？
鸦片吃了人不好。你看我们中国人都好，吃的这个东西对人都有好处。就是这么个树叶片。
Grandpa Dai isn't just an appreciator of tea. He even has some tea bushes of his own.
这可以吃吗？
可以吃的，炒龙井虾仁。
现在直接吃可以吗？
也可以吃的，你吃。
你带吗？
好吃吗？
有点苦。
苦的，茶是苦的。茶本来是当药材的，治病的。我们老祖宗发明是治病的，一般是2个叶片1个芽，
这样
啊，
显然是专业。
那这个，2块钱，
这个也可以吧？
这个芽才2块钱。
真的，它很贵的。
这个就2块钱。
一个。
明前茶就是最贵的，
不是就这一个2块钱，谁喝得起这个东西？
然后你开玩笑的，我没有进去算过，反正是不便宜的。
You may think that Grandpa Dai is being overdramatic, but this tea really is not cheap. It's the first spring harvest of Hangzhou's famous Longjing tea, and the reason why it's so expensive is because these first precious leaves are the culmination of an entire winter's buildup of nutrients and flavor. The streets below Grandpa Dai's tea house are full of tea leaves cooking and drying, and the local tea fields are bustling with workers picking these luxurious leaves.
你们自己会不会喝这些茶吗？
没有，我们自己没有。茶还贵的嘞，是老广东来的，不是我才咋没有喝过，从来没喝过。
Yep, this is the Doulan sheep of the tea world.
是你的吗
80万。
？80万。80万。
耳朵都没得，什么破破的呢
？80万哦，我买不起。
It's an honor to even be allowed to touch these leaves. I'm treasuring every moment.
今天的收获。
你这个工作效率真棒。
我怎么感觉你在讽刺我？
真的。
你好像在讽刺我。来，
真的，你还说初学者，但是你已经这么厉害，跟带上这个专业的装备。
Speaking of tea, did you know that tea helped drive the Industrial Revolution? In the 18th century, the British Empire promoted tea instead of coffee to keep workers awake on the production lines. But what they didn't realize was that tea's antibacterial properties helped reduce waterborne diseases, which allowed factories to cram more people into tight spaces, which means more productivity and more money and more slaves for the capitalist machine. So, yay. If you're wondering where I got that interesting little nugget of information from, it actually came from the sponsor of today's video, Blinkist. Blinkist is an app with condensed 15-minute versions of over 5,500 nonfiction books and podcasts. You can dip your toes into dozens of different fields and learn all kinds of interesting knowledge without having to commit to an entire book or podcast series. So it's great for people who are curious about a ton of different things, but have a super busy schedule or a short attention span. Today, I've been listening to A History of the World in 6 Glasses by Tom Standage.
Nursing mothers also produced healthier milk thanks to tea, which lowered infant mortality rates and grew the working class population even more.
It's history, but not just dates and names. It's shared in a way that is relevant to our everyday lives. And now, whenever I drink tea, I will think of the capitalist machine. There's also a new feature called Blinkist Connect, which allows you to share a premium membership with a friend or family member. So if you guys are interested, check out the link in the description. You can get 25% off of a premium membership and a 7-day free trial. And remember, your premium membership is actually 2 memberships thanks to Blinkist Connect. And now, back to the tea fields. You might be wondering, how did we city slickers even manage to find this tiny little tea house deep in the mountains? The credit for that goes to Yafang.
你经常来爷爷家玩吗？
还好吧，1个月至少要来一次。
Similar to how I have an extra aunt and uncle in Nanjing, Yafang has an extra grandfather in Hangzhou.
不管怎么样，迟早都要成家的。
哎呦，想得太远了，爷爷。
不远的。
爷爷不可以催的哦，要慢慢来的。
They aren't related. They just met by a chance encounter and stayed in touch, just like what happened with me and Aunt Zhao.
他在小桥上放了一个桌子和椅子，
哦，
这让我觉得非常的不一样。而且就是你在桥上喝茶，下面就是溪流。夏天的时候，这里应该是我最想坐的地方。其他的茶店就没有这么可爱。
Just like how Aunt and Uncle Zhao always have something growing no matter what season it is, Grandpa Dai also has an extensive garden that produces something at all times of the year.
你看那个小小的，就是比较野生的枇杷，刚刚长出来一点点。爷爷还说他在那里种了荷花，希望夏天能开，就在那大缸里。
哦，
爷，你种了多少东西啊？
我种了好多东西，我每年都在种的，枇杷、柚子、橘子、梨、桃都有的种。
那你1年4季都有吃的。
He's collecting all the food scraps in this bucket to feed to the chickens, and I hope we can get in on that because what's a day in the village without spending some quality time with some chickens?
喂鸡了，有什么鸡不愿意吃的东西吗？你什么都可以给他们吗？
可以，不愿意吃它可以不吃，像你们一样，不愿意吃就不吃。
哦，
是喂鸡的是吗？麻婆豆腐鸡不能吃的。
吃。
这种很辣的东西鸡也吃得下去吗？
能吃的，我培养的鸡它多。
Now it's time for the most exciting part of this visit. Not the tea, not the scenery, feeding the chickens. I have been waiting for this moment. I've never seen anything like this before. The chickens here literally will eat anything. I mean, this is basically just like a compost bin, and you just tuck it on the ground, and the chickens, they're eating it. I've just never seen that anywhere. Chickens, tea, music, flowers, jiggly desserts. Yep, it's been a lovely afternoon with Grandpa Dai, and now it is time to embark on an 1.5-hour long walk back into the city. It's almost sunset, so the tea pickers are coming down off the mountain, and some of them didn't just pick tea today. There are some other interesting little snacks up there in the mountain if you know what you're looking for. Wow! 这么大呀！
找女朋友。
这个这么大的笋，这么，
这一个是多少钱啊
5块钱。
5块钱，
这么大才5块钱。
20块钱。
20块钱，100块钱，30。
哇！
没有30。
我想问一下，这个茶，摘这么多茶需要多长时间？1天？
半天。
半天，很辛苦。
肯定很辛苦的。从山脚爬到山顶，从山顶爬到下面。
所以你们身材都这么好。
所以我们采茶工很累的。
你们是从小就当茶工吗？
从小时候哪会采的啦？
长大了就开始采，然后一直到现在。
对呀。
就是一共10年，20出头到现在。这个还给你们的，我们这个不懂吃。这个谢谢，这个可以卖。
不会做。
可以卖50块钱。
Now that this video is almost over, I have to let you guys in on a terrible secret. I actually don't like green tea. Unless it looks like this, that is. Matcha for life. But anyway, you don't have to be a tea connoisseur to enjoy a day in Longjing Village. The beautifully landscaped tea terraces, the friendly tea pickers, the adorable tea houses with piles of snacks will make sure you have a great time here, even if you don't drink a single drop of this luxurious leaf water. If you're ever in Hangzhou in the spring, don't miss Longjing Village, and if you happen to run into Grandpa Dai, say hi for me. That's all for today, everyone, and don't forget to check out today's sponsor, Blinkist, if you're interested, and I will see you guys next time.